Hey YouTube, today I got a question for you, and it's something you might not have thought about. I know everybody's preparing for the SHTF situation by stockpiling arms and food, but have you thought about what you're going to do once the grid goes down? And one of the most important things, modern inventions that we have, turns off, which is the refrigerator. Even now in the third world, everybody has a refrigerator. In the first world, it's pretty much a total necessity, at least in our minds it is. I mean, you can't really imagine like living without it. But I'm doing a little experiment. I turned my refrigerator off. I've had it off for 2 days now, and I'm trying to see what it would be like to live without it. And to be honest with you, it's really not as bad as what I thought. And actually, if you think about it, there's actually a lot of advantages to having your refrigerator off. One, you don't have so much convenience food, fattening foods like ice cream, cold beer. You know, you're more likely to eat something nutritious like fruit, vegetables, or just not eat anything at all, or just drink water instead of juice. You know, so you're going to lose weight. You're going to eat healthier food. You're going to eat fresher foods. You're going to need to think more about what you're eating and plan what you're eating instead of just having tons of leftovers all the time and pizzas and, you know, just stuff in your fridge that you're just going to eat. You actually have to plan and cook real food. You can't just have convenience food, frozen foods. So you're going to eat a lot less preservatives and a lot more naturally. And you'd be surprised that a lot of things really don't need refrigeration. You know, I've never really thought about it since we grew up in a society that always has refrigeration. Eggs don't need to be refrigerated for at least a week. Garlic, onions, they don't need to be refrigerated for at least a week. Condiments, ketchup, mayonnaise, things like that, they'll last for quite a long time. Peanut butter, it's going to last for at least a few weeks, probably a month. Milk, obviously not. What I've done though is I have a yogurt culture, and I turn my milk into yogurt, which it's healthier, and it will last, you know, at least for a few days like that. But you know, make a little bit at a time. Fruits obviously going to last a long time. Vegetables, cucumbers, things like that, obviously you need to eat pretty fast, but they'll last for a couple days. Carrots will last for a long time. And then now I'm moving towards buying fruits that are longer lasting, like apples. You know, and obviously potatoes will last for a really long time. Bread, that will last for at least a week. Cheese will last for a long time without refrigeration. Butter will last for a week. You know, and then obviously grains, rice, beans will last for a very long time without refrigeration. So when you think about it really, and especially if you live in a city, you really don't need refrigeration. You can go to the grocery store once every 2 or 3 days, just buy what you need and use it. I know it's not convenient, and I'm not saying that you should give up your refrigerator, but you might want to try it and see what it will be like, because I mean the electricity grid is very fragile and it's very likely that it could go down. And you want to know what it's like, how you're going to have to change your routine in order to live without the refrigeration. You don't want to learn once it actually happens. You want to put into place the methods that you're going to use in order to live without it. That, you know, obviously you don't need it. Our ancestors survived without it for thousands of years. Here's another good thing. Tuna. Not only is it convenient, it's also good for you. It has you know, your fish oil in it. That's going to be something that's really good for you. So, you know, what do you think? Do you think you could live without refrigeration? I mean, I'm going to try it. I honestly do think it's a lot healthier than freezing your food. You know, just eat fresh food every day, and I have the time to go shopping every couple days, even every day. There's a market close by. And obviously, if there wasn't local markets would pop up again everywhere. I mean, there would be a demand for it. So it's something to think about. And what do you think? Do you have any ideas? You know, obviously you can have root cellars. There's other ways to preserve your food. I've even seen a lot of times they have like 2 clay pots, one bigger than the other, and then they have sand in the middle, and then it's wet, and that will keep, you know, your vegetables, your tomatoes fairly cool, where it'll last for probably a week. So it's not impossible. I've also seen that a lot of people now have just one freezer, like a small freezer, and they keep their meats and everything in there, and then they put 2-liter pop bottles in it, and then they have a large cooler and then they put everything else, milk and things like that in it, and then they move the frozen pop bottles every morning into the cooler. So that's a way that you could do it too right now to save. You could save money and energy. Because I know a lot of people are on a budget. The economy's going down. So just ways to cut back. Penny saved is a penny earned. The jobs aren't so easy to find anymore. It's just something to think about. Urban survival. Thanks. What do you think?